Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast. I'm Manny Garavito, your host, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about the tattoos that are commonly known in Miami. So the first one, the most common tattoo that tells someone that they're from Miami is palm trees. It's that simple. Something as simple as a palm tree, which is seen all over our city. Even in the middle of the street, we plant palm trees just for the decor. Go to Miami Beach, it's all over people's backyards. Everybody knows a palm tree in the city of Miami. Now, palm trees don't just grow in our city, but we are proud enough to include it as a representation of it. When you see a palm tree in someone's body, you don't think Puerto Rico, you don't think the Dominican Republic, you don't think Eastern Asia, you think Miami. But the thing is, you also got to add a little extra to it because, just a palm tree is a little basic. You got to put the palm tree that you find on those sewer lids, the ones on the street where you got the sewer lid and the year that the city of Miami was founded, stuff like that, to just separate yourself a little bit more and to be a little more customized. But how many palm trees is too many? Not enough. You should get your whole sleeve done with just a bunch of palm trees and people know you from the 305. Flamingo tattoo is a big representation for the city of Miami, especially if it's got on a gold chain and some sunglasses. That is not a Miami Flamingo. That is a Miami Flamingo. There's a big difference in representing the city of Miami when it comes to flamingos. So make sure you guys do it right. Franco Gomez says, Domino's and a rented Lamborghini. Yeah, it can't be a Lamborghini that the flamingo owns. It's got to be rented. That's how you know it's real. The flamingo's got to be wearing a hat, a gold chain, holding a cocktail. And if you put some palm trees behind it, bonus points. That flamingo is definitely from Miami. We're off to a fantastic start. That is a great thing to document when it comes to flamingo tattoos. There's a difference between a flamingo tattoo and a Miami flamingo tattoo. Big, big difference. If you got a Pitbull tattooed somewhere in your body. Now, in Florida, Pitbulls were banned, and you walk them up and down the street with pride. You post Instagram photos of your Pitbull, and you even tag Miami, Florida. Even though Pitbulls are banned in the area, you still post it. You still flex your Pitbull, right? So if you tattoo a Pitbull in your body, that is very Miami. And you know what? Go ahead and double down, put a gold chain around that Pitbull too. But not just the animal, not just the dog, but the singer itself. That is an extremely Miami tattoo. God damn, you got Pitbull tatted? Even if you get a fucked up portrait tattoo, that's Miami because you're commemorating somebody you love. It could be your grandma, a brother that passed away, someone you loved, and you got to get that tattoo immediately. And sometimes the budget isn't there, but you love that person so much that you got to get a tattoo. So even if you get a messed up portrait tattoo, there's still a lot of love behind that when it comes from Miami. Miami's expensive. Every once in a while, you get yourself a fucked up portrait tattoo because it's not about the quality. It's about the quality of the love you had for the person. If you're commemorating Hurricane Andrew in a tattoo, that was by far one of the darkest, most visceral storms that has ever landed in our city. And if you want to commemorate that, that is definitely a no regrets tattoo because that even rocked my house. Fucked up a lot of the homes here in the city. And it's a good way to represent that you're from Miami. But on the other side of that kind of tattoo, you got to think about those tattoos that say 305 till I die. You know the saying? 305 till I die. I remember a long time ago, there was a hurricane coming to our city, which was like past the category 5. It was like gigantic. And I think one of the mayors or senators or something like that called for an evacuation from our city, and especially in Key West. And people actually started evacuating from Miami and started like clogging up the expressways. What happened to 305 till I die then? I think there was a meme about that. If a hurricane's coming and they say you got to evacuate, you can't have a 305 till I die tattoo because you're leaving. You got to stand your ground the same way the people from Key West stand their ground. You got to do the same. You got to go hard if you got that tattoo. So no regrets on the 305 till I die. It's a great tattoo to have from the city. Man, do not mess with a Dolphins fan that has a Dolphins tattoo. Hey, man, if I see you at a football stadium and you're going for the Dolphins, and you're acting all loud and obnoxious, and I see you got a Dolphins tattoo, I'm not even going to say anything, man. Go ahead and enjoy the game. And that just doesn't go for me. That goes for any football fan out there. If they got the Miami Dolphins logo tattooed on them, do not mess with that person. Especially if it's the old logo. Oh, my God. If they got this one tattooed on them, hey, man, I don't want no trouble. All right, if they got this tattooed on them, you can mess with them. This looks like a prank. This looks like a tattoo. Someone came in there that recently moved to Miami and they say, hey, I want a Miami Dolphins logo. All right, what's your phone number? 212. I got you, bro. And then they tattoo this on him. Why is it that it's only about palm trees, skylines, flamingos, and alligators? How about the traffic? Why can't we get a bunch of cars stuck in traffic as a Miami tattoo with a big palmetto logo right above it? That's really cool. What does that tattoo represent? The hardships, the struggle of living in these Miami streets. Yeah, get yourself a Bad Bunny tattoo. You know, maybe a lyric inspired you. I got a whole bunch of baddies and I'm taking them to the VIP. You're like, man, that lyric really spoke to me as a local from Miami. I got to get him tatted. You know, there's lots of reasons to get somebody like this tatted on you, man. It's a whole movement in our city. Some of these Bad Bunny lyrics, man, they really hit the nail on the head on the Miami life, you know? VIPs, weed, bad bitches. It really is the epitome of Miami life. So shout out to Bad Bunny for allowing us to identify ourselves with the 305 culture. Scarface is another one. Put Scarface on there. Any scene of Scarface would make a great Miami tattoo. Any scene with Al Pacino playing Scarface is a very Miami tattoo. There it is right there. Well said. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast. What is a really good Miami tattoo? Put it on the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and also follow us on social media. And I'll see you on the next episode.